Thank you, Bruno, for all the information. We will keep in contact in upcoming emissions for sure. And also to go deep into the relevance of this event for Venezuelans, we invite Dan Kovalik, specialist in international human rights at the University of Pittsburgh Law School. Hello, Dan. Welcome to From the South. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Well, Dan, given the U.S. military presence in the Caribbean and also the growing threats towards Venezuela and the region, what do you see as the underlying interest behind these destabilizing actions?
Well, I think there's several. The biggest, of course, is oil. Venezuela has the biggest known oil reserves in the world. The U.S. covets that oil, and so I think that's a big motivation. But I think a lot of it is also about hegemony. And, going back to the Monroe Doctrine of 1823, in which the U.S. announced that it has the sole prerogative to interfere in the Western Hemisphere to protect its interests. And I think this is really a flexing of the Monroe Doctrine.
In highlight of the day is the National Bolivarian Militia Enlistment Day that is underway in Venezuela. In this context, what message is Venezuela sending to the world through this show of solidarity and national defense, especially in light of these external threats?
Yeah, well, the Venezuelan people are showing they will not tolerate this type of intervention. They will stand up to any attack by the United States. They reject the Monroe Doctrine. They reject gunboat diplomacy. And I think it's a very positive thing what Venezuela is doing, because the U.S. cannot be the bully of the hemisphere or the bully of the world.
In the face of these external aggressions, how would you describe the role that the Venezuelan people is playing, I mean the grassroots organizations, also the social movements, in this strong response to these threats, and how this reflect the resilience of the Venezuelan society as a whole?
Yeah, well, we're seeing the Venezuelan people lead really the hemisphere's resistance against the United States. That what is it, over 4 million, I think 4.5 million Venezuelan citizens have volunteered for these militias to defend Venezuela. This is monumental. This is a show, again, of resistance, not only of Venezuela, but of all the people of the global South. So they really are a vanguard, I believe, in the world.
Also, how would you describe the international solidarity that has been received in Venezuela in this day in the face of these attempts, these destabilizing actions?
Well, I wish there was more, I guess I would say. I'd like to see some more solidarity. I think there's been a lot of good statements made by leaders in the hemisphere against this intervention, but I think we need more than words. We need action. We need the countries of the hemisphere south of the Rio Grande to really stand firm against U.S. intervention and put some real actions behind words.
Thank you, Dan, very much for your insights on what is taking place today in Venezuela.
Thank you very much. Proud to be here. Thank you.